the factory coil isolators actually fit perfect, so there's nothing additional to purchase here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this spring installed. Alright, well, I'm going to put the wheel back on this side, do the other side, drop it, and take it for a little drive, and then I'll recheck the measurements to see how much of a drop we got. Alright, so to get the strut off, we'll have to take the sway bar end link loose here. Take these two bolts out right here. Take this brake line bracket off, and then up on top there's 3 screws below this panel right here that we need to take off. Alright, so good news, all the bolts that we're taking out up here are the same size as what was in the back. So we've got 1/2 inch for the brake line bracket, we've got 13/16 for the strut bolts, and 18mm for the sway bar end link connector. So I'm going to go ahead and take all these off and then go up to the top, take that off, and then the whole strut assembly will come out. Alright, so with the impact, sometimes these nuts will come right off, but you got a wrench on the outside and then an Allen wrench that fits in the middle. Yeah, that was easy. Alright, so I'm going to pull the jack under the control arm, lift up on it so that this will line up. Alright, now we just need to push out these bolts. I'm going to put the nuts back on and tap them with a hammer and see if they're moving freely. Alright, now we gotta go up top and pull those 3 bolts out, and this assembly should come right out. This up here is a 13mm. Alright, as you can see, the assembly dropped down, and we're going to go ahead and pull it out. Alright, well, as you can probably tell by this box right here, I ran into some issues. I'll go ahead and explain what they are. With this strut, the diameter of both this part here and this part here, the top mounting plate, the diameter is just too small, and the Saturn spring won't fit properly on here. So I ended up buying struts for a Saturn, and I checked everything out. The mounting holes are the same. On this one it has studs rather than the 2 bolts here. Not a big deal. So I'm going to put this original one back together and take the new one apart and put the spring on it. Alright, I just verified fitment, so I'm going to go ahead and get these new coils off of here. Alright, now let's see. Well, how about that? It seats on here like it's supposed to, and this also seats on there. Alright, well, let's try and fit in the car. Alright, well this is good news. The sway bar end link lines right up. Probably use the jack to help line the holes up here. This is definitely easier than what I thought it was going to be. Well, now we just gotta put the wheel on, lower it, and see what the results are.